All right, Bodie, we're ready. Hang on. We're a minute early. Get over here. Get over here. All right. So we're waiting. It's 6 o'clock on my time frame, and welcome to our new live stream. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Health state. Might as well start in the beginning. Health state. Our health state is okay. Went for a walk today. Had to take the trash out. Where I was before and where I am now, the trash is a little further away. But we can take it out. Bodie had a good walk with that. Okay. My health is okay. Feels pretty good. My leg, it's a steady state. That's all I can say. It's a steady state. Not getting worse, not getting better, just kind of holding space, which, that's better than nothing. We're going to be okay. Doesn't bother me when I have to go to work. So there you go. Okay, what else is going on? Made contact with the people for the insurance company. Apparently, there's a testing center in Stewart, which is 8 miles away. That's a good thing. Now I have to contact them. I left a message today, so let's see what happens. Okay. Also, tomorrow I have to speak to a group you're not going to believe this. I know you're going to, if you know me, you're just going to just shake your head. Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. They need a camp host until Labor Day. I told them it would take me about 5 days to get there. They said, no problem. Tomorrow we're going to talk and we're going to take care of a few small things. Who knows what's going to happen? We just have to do that. So give them their space. Do what you have to do. I'll go take the insurance test, see what has to happen. And our health has to be our health. As long as I'm still able to walk and I can make sure Bodie goes potty, we're fine. Okay, so what else is going on? Let's see. It's May 14th. Not sure. Absolutely not sure. Many of my old friends had children born in May. Their wedding anniversaries were in May. But oddly enough, I haven't heard from them. Nobody calls. Nobody rings. And that's because I have nothing of value to give them now. So why would they contact me? I don't know. I'm only as good as the last thing I did right. So there you have it. Let's see. Bodie's right here. And there is nobody here. So we're going to give this for another 7 minutes until, if somebody doesn't show up, we're just going to knock it off. Why waste my time and your time? This place is very pretty, and I have to go down to the river, which is the Waxahachie River, which is a tidal river, which is kind of neat. And I have to go see the concessionaire tomorrow, probably after all the other stuff I have to do with this thing for Cape Hatteras, and we're just going to see what happens. We have to, use everything to our advantage and see what happens. On the whole, I've gotten 2 nights sleep, which are really good. I think it has to do how I'm wrapping my leg. It has to do with there's a lot of attention to it. There's a lot of cleaning. There's a lot of wrapping it up. There's a lot of it's just a real pain. But if I can get 4 hours of sleep at a pop, then I'm okay. Weather here is pretty nice. It rained the other day, which we really needed. And, everything is kind of green. The sea grapes, I'm seeing a lot of red leaves, which means it's time for them to make grapes, which is a good thing. What else you got, Bodie? We don't have much. Everything seems to be okay here. We're not having any problems with the rig. Knock on wood. And like I said, tomorrow, I'm going to wrap the whole rig up to travel. I'll deal with the 11 o'clock meeting I have. And then we're going to go explore Stewart. Last week, I went to the right and I went to Jupiter Inlet. We talked about that. Very, very fancy. Very, very fancy. Yeah, Kerry would love it. Kerry would absolutely love it. But I'm going to the right, and we're going to see what Stewart looks like. Might be great, might suck. I don't know. Hey, Linda, how are you? So we're going to see what happens once we head out there. Again, the insurance testing is in Stewart. I did find a place where I could go and they could do that, which is great. It's going to take some time. If this thing from North Carolina works out, it's going to be one of those things where I have to drive there. It's going to be a hit and run. Drive there, take the test, see what happens, come back, and then see what happens. I just don't know what's going to happen next, right? Part of me wants to go home and just drop everything of value on the front porch of my house. And I hope I can see her face again and kiss her again and then just go die. But that's a little morbid. So, unless, Linda, you have any other questions, this is going to be a very short live stream. As Bodhi stands up and is growling at the people next door. He's very protective. It is very morbid. I will say that I was having a conversation with somebody the other day that nobody plans their will or anything else or your last things until either one of two things happens. Your wife tells you to do it, or you have something that happens to you physically that reminds you that you're just lucky to be living. And that was what happened to me. I did my little perfunctory, I'll make a will, I'll do this, that. But once that cardiothoracic embolism came in from safe and effective, boy, oh boy, that kicked it in the high gear. And now all of my final stuff is done. And I'm okay with it. I really am okay with it. Because I know that nobody has to be bothered with me at the ends. So, maybe that's an adult thing to do. I don't know. I'm just looking at Bodhi. First he was looking out this window. Now he's looking out this window. He's totally on guard. I'm glad we have our security protocol, wrapped up there. Again, I don't have a lot to report. Not much has happened. Uh, Weather's in the 80s during the day. I did it before. I can't read it because of that. Share your referral link again. It looks like triple bypass, which, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. My mom had one of those. I didn't know. I thought that I was going to live until I was 150 until they pulled the cardiothoracic embolism out of my chest and showed it to me. And I went, the shot did this? I did this for her? Now I'm going to die? It really kicked it into high gear. It was really bad. Oh, trip to California. Like I said, I couldn't read it. Read it again because I couldn't see it. You got a trip to California? I'm very sorry. But it was really. Sometimes it takes a very serious thing to happen to you for you to actually approach something that is uncomfortable. And remember, the share your referral link, thank you, Bodie, I blocks everything. I don't know what happened in California in 2008. I went to California in 1980, 86, I think. And I had enough after I went to California. I enjoyed some food. I got to put my toes in the Pacific Ocean. And I went, and I will never go back. And the reason I will never go back is now it's awful. It's New Jersey, but hotter. It's awful. I won't go back. You know, I'm glad you had a good trip. I had a good trip, but California in 1986, when I went to Caltech, yeah, I visited Caltech, was not California in 2025. I mean, I put my Periscope up and I was watching the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, smacking people and trying to get into a federal building. And I'm like, all right, all right. Glad I'm not in New Jersey. And of course, you're going to say it again. Kerry's still there. She is, as far as I can be concerned, that woman is behind the enemy lines. And I don't know how to help her. So, then again, uh, can she be helped? I don't know. Let's see. It is 6:13. It's just me and you, Linda. And I'll give it 2 more minutes because you know what? I don't want to waste anybody's time. Yeah, PCH was fun. I can see your message now. It's beyond that share your full referral link thing. When I was in Pasadena, it was Pasadena, PCH. I never saw a 10-lane highway in my whole life. I went to the Pacific Ocean. I ate beef bowl. It was a lot of fun. And I hung out with incredibly smart people. People way smarter than me. It was Caltech. I can't go back to California again. And it's because it's ruined. You know, the same way that I would love to go to Maine. It's ruined. Connecticut, ruined. Rhode Island's ruins. New York, except for upstate New York, ruins. New Jersey, ruins. Maryland, ruins. You know, anything that is near the ocean is ruined. And as I like to say, my favorite thing, blueberries in the tomato sauce. It's just ruins, you know? It's just bad behavior, bad people, bad ideas, bad everything, and excuses all the way around. I just can't do it. But it is what it is. Oh, look at this. Sorry. Hey, see what's going on here? Hang on. Hey, stop it. Get over here. Stop it. There's another dog outside. Be nice. We may have to discontinue. This may get ugly. Get over here, weirdo. Get over here. He hates other dogs, other people, air. He hates everything. But I don't have a lot to report beyond this. Maybe in a week, possibly. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't have anything else to report. We could hear the crowd erupting in cheers when Sacramento Barack Obama was elected. And that tells you everything you need to know about the people in California, their collective IQ, and everything else. Awful. Awful. I remember stopping at a tavern in New Brunswick, New Jersey in 2007, 2008. My colleague said, let's have a beer. And my daughter was not with me, so it was okay. I could take a few minutes. And there was Mr. Obama on the TV. He was talking. 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 The guy next to me said to me, he has a lot to say, a lot of big words. I don't trust him. I think he's a rabid communist. I'm not going to lean into this guy. And I just sipped my beer and said, do what you want to do. And my whole brain was going, hell yeah, he's a rabid communist. And no, we don't want to do that. And now here we are. You know, we've learned our lessons and we haven't learned our lessons, which is why I just stay away from all that, because I just can't. I mean, the last problem I had was an HOA Karen, and you guys know this. I just threw her into the street, and that was the end of that. And then I hollered at Kerry, so I just don't deal with that. I don't want that level of control. So it is what it is. But it is 6:18. It's just me and you, Linda. So I'm going to release you to the environment. Nobody else wants to show up? Well, then that's fine. We can try this again next week, and I'll probably do a video Friday or Saturday after I get back from my volunteer gig. So, all right, guys. Remember, if you don't take care of you, nobody else will. Thank you, Mom. And I'm just going to stop because we'll try this again next week. Let's see what happens. Bye, Linda. Bye.